They say forbidden fruit tastes the sweetest. Maybe that's true. Or maybe it's just what we tell ourselves to justify the desires we were never supposed to have. Stop staring, Carla said, nudging Eve with her elbow. Eve blinked and looked away, pulled back to reality. Across the garden, Lily stood by the grill, laughing with Eve's father as they flipped burgers under the late afternoon sun. Her long hair shimmered in the light, her laughter easy and warm. I wasn't staring, Eve muttered. Sure. And I haven't been divorced 3 times, Carla smirked. Eve didn't answer. How could she explain the strange feeling that had taken root inside her? Ever since her father introduced Lily as his new girlfriend 3 months ago, something had shifted. It wasn't jealousy. Not exactly. It was deeper, quieter, more dangerous. She grabbed the bowl of salad from the counter and walked over to the table. I brought the salads. I'll help, Lily offered, brushing her hand lightly against Eve's. Even that small touch left Eve rattled. A week later, a sudden summer storm forced Eve to pull off the road. Her father's house was the nearest shelter. She didn't know he was out of town, or that Lily would be there alone. You're soaked, Lily said as she opened the door. I've got dry clothes upstairs. Eve changed in the guest room and emerged to find Lily making tea in the kitchen, wrapped in a soft cardigan and a disarming calm. Why is it we've never really talked? Lily asked. Eve froze. About what? Anything. You. Why it feels like you avoid me every time I enter the room. I don't. No? Lily tilted her head slightly, eyes holding Eve's. Then why can't you ever look at me for more than 2 seconds? So Eve did. She looked and didn't look away. The silence between them grew charged, electric. My dad told me about your divorce, Lily said gently. He said you don't believe in love anymore. He talks too much, Eve replied, her voice tight. And you talk too little, Lily smiled softly. Tell me what you want. Your plans. Even the impossible ones. Eve hesitated. Impossible things don't belong in daylight. Impossible is a relative word, Lily whispered. Eve met her gaze again. And you? What are you looking for? Lily paused. Sometimes, what we want and what we should want are 2 very different things. Eve's heart pounded. Her body inched closer, as if caught in Lily's orbit. Maybe we should stop here, she whispered, breathless. But she didn't move. Maybe, Lily agreed. But I don't want to. And then she kissed her. It was soft at first. Cautious. Then hungry, full of all the words they hadn't said. Time melted. Nothing else existed. Every movement pulled back layers of restraint they had both worn too long. Then, abruptly, Eve pulled away. We can't, she said, voice shaking. God, how am I supposed to look my father in the eye after this? Lily stepped back, guilt flickering in her expression. You're right. I shouldn't have. Eve cut her off gently. We both did this. It wasn't just you. The weight between them shifted, no longer just tension, but consequence. Maybe I should leave, Eve murmured. Lily nodded. Maybe you should. And so she did. As Eve drove away into the storm-cleared night, the taste of forbidden fruit lingered on her lips. Sweet. Unshakable. And a sign that nothing would ever be the same again.